live tonight from the Longue House and Gardens. It's time for Let's Talk About It. Tonight's guests include the one and only Leilani Heno, author of I Think My Girlfriend is a Lesbian, and
Weight Loss at Warp Speed,
and
Inner Peace that she's
she's doing all kinds of work.
and Smothering the Soul.
Yeah.
So
Go ahead and applaud again.
that's right.
And our host tonight, the one and only Clay Turner, is going to be talking about Family Equality Day.
Right here at home.
Yeah. Even though we didn't hear anything, we always like to welcome the sounds of Let's Talk About It with Vanessa Carr Kennedy and the Let's Talk About It Orchestra.
Yes.
They're in our minds. We can hear the song right now. And now, your host, the godfather of the lesbian mafia, fundraiser supreme, and your friend and mine. Please welcome the one and only Misti Gaither.
Woo! Thank you so much. It is such an honor to be here at the Longue House and Gardens. And if you can tell by the smattering of applause, we do have a nice sized studio audience. Even people on the mezzanine, and I like saying that word.
Mezzanine?
Yes.
Mezzanine.
That word too. But whatever word that way that you pronounce it, mezzanine, whatever it is.
Mystify.
Right.
Misty.
We can do a game where every time that the word is said, you can do a shot at home. So how about that?
Feel free to join.
Feel free, and I'm drinking Dr. Pepper, but that's also another story. So, like I said,
Kind of
welcome.
cool where we're at with the fire.
I know, and it's not even
It's
cold.
1,000 degrees
Yes,
outside.
it is. But you know what? We are cool. This is fancy. If you haven't been to Longue yet, please put it on your bucket list, or how about just your summer touring list, and come. And then June 12th, that we're going to get into later, is the Family Day of Equality here. And if you haven't been, shame on you, and you can redeem yourself by coming, and it's really a great day.
It was a lot of fun last year. We had a
It
good time.
was. It was really a lot of fun. Jeffrey and I, we hosted the event, and it was really nice. And there's going to be lots of booths and just a lot of great people, and so be sure to make it a point to come out. So I'm excited about tonight's show, just like I'm excited every time.
Jam-packed show.
Jam-packed show. We have at least 75 guests, and not really, but yeah, we got some great guests, and I'm just really excited just to sit down and talk to each of them and see what's going on and what we have new and what interesting things are going on in our community. So I want to give a shout out to our sponsors real quick. Crescent Care, thank you. D2 Terpenes, and if you order from them, if you go on their site, d2terpenes.com, and you use the code word Misty, there I did not mind, but I like it, you will get 20% off of your order. How about that? And they have a plethora of things to choose from face creams and sleep agents,
Yeah.
and things to help calm and relax you. And they're really passionate about, like educating people on how to use the products correctly and sensibly. We're also sponsored by the Go South LGBTQ Chamber of Commerce, and we're proud of that. So if you are a business or even an individual in business, be sure to go on their website and read everything, and we're a part of the chamber, and we hope that you will join too, because it really is a great organization. We're also sponsored by Chef Ron's Gumbo Stop right there on Causeway in Metairie, and we all love Chef Ron, and we usually broadcast there like once a month. Got to get us them boudin balls and gumbo and fried green tomatoes and everything else in the book, and he has it. He is an award-winning chef. And tonight is Wednesday, right? No, it is not Wednesday, because normally it's Tuesday. Because normally we broadcast the show on Wednesday, but tonight we moved it to Tuesday. So here we are, a day early for your viewing pleasure. And will be Wednesdays tomorrow night at Louisiana Pizza Kitchen Uptown, where you can get your all drinks and bottles of wine half off. How about that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the way I look at it was that 2 for 1. I don't know. I've never been good in math, but who cares? All right. So Dr. Funk, who made our beautiful sign, and also has other pieces up here that are pod related that we're going to show later. Thank you for that, Ron. we're at Family Equality Day 2022, which is June the 12th. So, I don't know.
That's a lot.
Now that I am just totally what's the word? No.
Yeah.
Yes. And with all this information, I think that it is time get ready for it. It is time for our very own news director and winner of the 2022 Silver Sow Award. Let's give it up for our very own Les Nessman, Jeffrey Palmquist, everybody. Jeffrey.
I haven't heard that song in I don't know how long.
It's been a while. We gotta get with it.
Let's start bringing that back. So,
Bring it back.
people, I don't make this stuff up. You know, I don't. I generally am perusing through LGBTQnation.com, and the stuff just jumps out at me. But the number one headline today on LGBTQnation.com, again, I don't make this up, but GOP Lieutenant Governor says God made men, quote, big and hairy and ugly to scare away predator teachers in schools. Lieutenant Governor of the great state of North Carolina made this comment while speaking. Those predators are elementary school teachers who talk about LGBTQ people, according to Lieutenant Governor Mark Robinson. Staunchly anti-LGBTQ Lieutenant Governor Mark Robinson was caught saying that only men should lead. And his reasoning is that elementary school teachers are predators that must be scared away by big and hairy and ugly men.
Well, I don't know so much about the ugly part, but I know I can send a bus full over if they need somebody else. But that is
The
ridiculous.
stuff people come up with.
I know.
A little closer to home, we have a Democratic governor who won't veto a transgender sports ban bill. It really doesn't make any difference, but the Louisiana governor called the bill just plain mean. I applaud him for that, and that's our very own Louisiana Governor John Bel Edwards. Says that he's not going to veto a bill banning transgender students from participating in school sports. If he doesn't veto or sign it, it'll automatically become law. Edwards stressed that he opposed the bill, so he doesn't want to symbolically sign it. I give him credit for that.
Right.
He called it unfortunate that it will pass, but he said that the legislature likely has the vetoes necessary to override his veto, so there's no point in setting up that fight. I agree with him. Everybody, Pride Weekend coming up this weekend.
Yeah.
All the festivities going on downtown, a parade and stuff at, I believe, Washington Square Park and things going on, right? For Pride?
Well, I know that they're having a big thing at the Phoenix.
Yeah, the Phoenix having a big block party. Yeah.
And I do have a statement, not to interrupt you, but I do have a statement from one of the official organizers of Pride.
Okay.
And it was called personally to let our viewers know that Pride is on, the parade is on. Now, the parade route has changed, if you've seen that, and they're going here instead of there, but you can pull it
They're going down Roy or Decatur,
yeah.
I think, turning on St. Louis instead of going all the way to...
Right, and it's saying...
Yeah. Because the capitalistic bastards that wanted $33,000 to clean up after the parade, they had to cut it down.
Yeah.
So
And that's a whole other show about the capitalistic bastards that want to charge that, and we'll be getting back on that later. But we're giving
so
thank you so much to the organizers who have evidently worked hard to try to secure a place, a parade for us to all enjoy, so we do appreciate that.
Absolutely. But the point I wanted to make with Pride coming up this weekend, there was an event last weekend, I believe, in West Palm. It was West Palm Beach. Luckily, police were able to circumvent the situation, but they had a 17-year-old Canadian in custody that threatened a terror attack during that Pride event. We've all seen all the nonsense going on all over the nation, not just Pride events, but everywhere else. When you're out and about this weekend, please stay on guard. Watch your surroundings, see what's going on. Those crazies out there are abundant.
There truly are abundant, and it seems like the hotter that it gets, and we're just getting started really in June, the crazier that people get. So we have a long way to go.
Ending up the news, newsflash. Just read this on NOLA.com. They are going to have, and the recently departed, much loved, Chris Owens passed away just a little while ago. I read on NOLA.com just before our login today, they're having an auction where they're going to be selling a lot of her personal effects Easter bonnets.
Oh, how about that?
A lot of accessories, mink stoles, those type of things. Some Versace stuff and that kind of stuff. So check out NOLA.com and you can take home a nice memoir of the First Lady of Bourbon Street.
Yeah, and I think that you would look great over those mink stoles.
I want one of those mink stoles, especially today.
Yes, today would be perfect, especially sitting by this fireplace to have on that mink stove. Now, I neglected to mention two more of our sponsors, and we are actually tonight sponsored by Bourbon Pride, like usual, and we'll be doing a Golden Girls trivia question throughout the show, so no Googling, I'll know if you cheated or not. But we'll have a question, and whoever wins will win a bag of swag from Bourbon Pride. But Electro Cosmetics,
this is some cool
this
stuff.
is really cool. Apologize that we don't have it on, but we keep getting glitter.
Let me see
here.
a little bit.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there are 5 different kinds of glitter that you can use. Electro Cosmetics.
They're like the different colors of the flags.
Yeah.
They have like the standard gay one.
Yeah.
And then they have, I apologize, Joseph, for Josh went through these for me. I don't remember all.
Oh.
But they have like the pansexual one. They have the bisexual one.
Every kind of glitter that you would want, go to, because it's made exclusively now for Bourbon Pride. So what you would need to do is go into the store and say, hey, I need to look at this glitter by Electro Cosmetics.
They have a little display set up there.
Yeah, that Let's Talk About It was talking about.
And you get a little spatula with it, and you scoop it on, and you put that on and head out to Pride events.
And you can put on whatever you identify or whatever you want to wear.
Or just go with the basic Pride colors.
Yeah.
The other thing Joseph wanted me to mention when I picked up the glitter, they do every year, they do a Pride t-shirt and a tag.
Yes.
And they do a very limited number of them.
They do.
He said they basically kind of do it for locals, even though we'll have lots of visitors in town, they'll snatch them up. But if you would like a New Orleans Gay Pride 2022 t-shirt or tank, you need to get your butt down there because they're going fast.
Yes.
And they no proceeds on this. It all goes to animal rescue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Very cool.
And I think that's so amazing because, especially before the pandemic, Bourbon Pride has always been really good about picking a charity,
Yes.
at least I think twice a year to donate to through sales of their t-shirts. So I think that's really commendable and we really appreciate it. Also, one of our sponsors.
Josh also said,
okay, all right.
And I can attest to this, as you probably can too. Glitter is the evil of everything, right? What'd you call it? The herpes of something?
Arts and crafts.
The herpes of arts and crafts, which never goes away.
Right, it's there.
I mean, there is still blue glitter in my house from when I was Southern back in Victoria Marshall. I still see it every once in a while.
Yeah, okay.
But he said the problem is you go to wash it off, it doesn't want to come off. You think you all have it off, and then there's he said use a lint roller.
Oh, that is
if you got it on your arm or something like that, it'll take all that off there. So good advice.
That was a helpful tip. Right from Bourbon Pride, Josh Duffy and Joseph. Thank you very much. And we're also sponsored by Area 51 Gallery. Rocket, yes, he makes wonderful buttons and stuff. And actually, I have on some new buttons tonight. One, if you'll see what it says, it says, let's talk about it, Happy Pride 2020. Oh, cool. And also, in lieu of our doing a Golden Girl trivia question, I have some Golden Girls in which you can go on his website and pull up just a plethora, just tons and tons of different buttons for you. And you can also customize your own. So yeah, that's great. So I'm ready to talk to a guest.
Yep, let's get going.
All right, let's do it. Tonight we have with us, he is with Longue Home and Garden. Trying to remember his exact title. We can give him one.
He's in charge.
The man. We'd like to bring at this time and talk to about all things Longue and also about Family Equality Day. Everybody give a big welcome to Clay Turner. So how are you doing? You haven't been on the show for a little while, haven't you?
A year ago.
A year. Well, there you go. It's our anniversary. What'd you bring me?
A pen.
Okay. I appreciate it.
A fan.
So, I know that, because we were here last year's event, the Equality Day, was a success. Y'all were sold out, everything. Y'all had like so many people here, and it was really great. So tell me, are y'all still on track this year, and y'all just like growing even bigger, or what's going on?
So this year we're already bigger in all aspects. We have more sponsors, more resource partners, and I checked right before the show, we have just under 700 guests registered. So,
Very good.
very exciting. And still counting.
Yeah.
And still counting. So.
That's amazing. I think that's just a great testament. So how long, this actually didn't just start this last year. This event has been going on for a little while.
Mm-hmm.
So how long has it been going?
This is the 7th year.
The 7th year.
Mm-hmm.
But it seems like the past few years, how long have you been here? 2 years?
Almost 3. This will be my 3rd year doing that.
So about 3 years ago, 2 years especially, this event has really taken off and really has made an impact, and we really appreciate that. So I know that you'll be having our orchestra, the Vanessa Carr Orchestra playing, is that right? Y'all have her?
Yes, she's
Yes.
going to be here, Longue will be here.
Yes.
Gay Men's Chorus will be here.
Nice.
I think those are the performances we have lined up.
Well, I'll tell you what, those three, that's a nice list of performers. Also, you're gonna have a children's parade.
Yes.
Yeah, so, who, will Avo lead that, or Vanessa, or who's gonna get to lead that?
Both.
But what? Okay, how about that? That's a good deal. So, so you have some sponsors. I know that the Go South LGBTQ Chamber, they're sponsors. And who else is sponsoring the event?
Oh goodness, we have I think 15.
Wow.
This year we do have a presenting sponsor, the Weiss Hop Family Foundation. So we're very grateful to them.
And are these the Weiss Helps that do here, or is this another family?
No, that's another family.
Okay.
I think they're involved with Ruby Slipper.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And many others.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, thankful to all of our sponsors.
So everybody that can still go on, and where can people register? They can go on the Facebook event and go through there, or can they go on your website, or where?
They can go through Facebook. It should take them back to the website. Website's the preferred method at longue.com.
Okay.
Longue is spelled LONGUE.com.
Okay, and we're gonna put that into our comments too, so that people can go and register. And you know what, come, I mean, you can't bring your pets.
No pets.
No pets, no pets, no litter, but,
Well, the low has some.
well, yeah, but she'll be more outside. But, you know, it's a wonderful thing, like for your family, and even if you don't have kids or whatever, it's for everyone. It's to enjoy, and probably the tap truck's gonna be set up, or no, or?
No, so they actually donated the lemonade and the iced tea, but they will not be here in person.
Oh, okay.
She had another event to attend.
Okay, well, we'll still appreciate the iced tea and the lemonade, though. That was very nice, because I noticed that for y'all's events, they're usually like right here on the, I don't want to say campus, but on the grounds, you know, doing their thing. Jeffrey, you have anything that you would like to add?
No, I would encourage anybody, to come out to that. Other than the heat, it was such a fun day.
It was
so
a fun
much,
day.
good information, good entertainment. Kids loved it.
They did. It was really great. So,
Strategically placed things in the shade this year.
Excellent.
but go ahead. Yeah, it was a bit hot, but you know what? We survived, right?
Yep.
And we're here, and another day. So thank you so much, Clay, for letting us broadcast here from the lovely Longue Garden. Like I said, make sure.
If you haven't been out here, come check it out.
Yeah,
it's just kind of
really nice.
amazing that it's tucked away back here.
Yes, and you just wind and wind, but you get here, and
Yep.
it's really beautiful. So thank you so much. Thank you for the snacks and the water, and thank you for everything. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
All right. Everybody, place time.
It's such a neat setting out here.
It is. It's peaceful.
Yeah, very much so.
It
It's
is
hard to
really
believe it's in the
peaceful.
middle of the city.
Or like I said, it's peaceful till we get here. All right. So yeah. So we have to think of a question here in a few minutes that we're going to ask about, so people can get the Bourbon Pride Magus flag.
About the Golden Girls?
About the Golden Girls. I mean, I have a couple of questions I can throw at y'all, but I'll let Jeffrey. He can look up some too. But I was going to talk to just very briefly about an article that was sent to me that I read, and I was like, okay, this is crazy. So it seems like in Dallas that they had a drag show that was kid friendly for kids to come and watch a drag show. Like, I'm talking like younger kids, like school children, maybe kindergarten, anyway, to do a drag show. So as the parents are leading the drag show in at the bar where they had it, they were really just faced with protesters and, people call it, teaching, like the drag performers are pedophiles, and it's really, really nasty, and it just really bothered me that it is 2022, here we are, halfway middle in the year, almost 2023, and it just really saddens me that we still are having to go through all this crap. I feel that if parents want their kids to go to a drag show to kind of expose them to, and I've always thought that drag is art. I've looked at it as art. I've looked at it as, a way of expression.
Absolutely.
I really appreciate our drag performers. Used to be one, and I really, enjoy the art of drag. And it just saddens me that you wouldn't think that so much opposition and cruelty and just hate is still with us.
It's hard to believe. Sometimes I feel like we're going backwards.
Right, and sometimes in New Orleans, I feel like that we kind of live in a cocoon.
Yep.
And like we have our, safety, like, over New Orleans where we can go, where to go and which bars to go to, or, this would feel safe. And I think we get so kind of like eased into this, like everything's okay and nobody's really messing with us too much. I mean, we do have incidents, come on, for the parades, and we have the people that stand in there, we're used to that, we got you. But to like blatantly be called a pedophile and a horrible parent, and for wanting to make a decision to have your child to appreciate drag as an art and to love everyone, I just don't get it. And it really sickens me, and it just really upsets me, and I want to monitor what's going on there, because it just really got me, to be honest with you. So, I am ready for our second guest. Now, our second guest, he recently just started a magazine, LGBTQ friendly magazine, and it's called Yaaz Queen. Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
Pretty much?
Yeah.
I'm out of practice, but I think it wasn't too bad. But it's really, or look it up, go on, you can like the page on Facebook, and we're going to talk about some issues and some things, and I just really think that TJ is doing a great job on this magazine, and I think that once that you take time to read it, and you take time to listen to him here during this conversation, you cannot help but agree with that also. So everybody, let's welcome TJ. Now, incidentally, this sign was made also by Junk to Funk, by Ryan, and I think it's beautiful. Yaaz Queen, Zine.
It's pretty cool.
It is.
We're
cool.
pretty grateful to him for doing it.
Yeah, he's really good. So thank you so much I know that you're busy and it takes a lot of time and hard work especially when you're doing a new project, especially with the, what's the word, help me, anyway, a lot to do. With doing with a magazine such as trying to get it off the ground.
It's a lot to do, and just generating hype for it is a job in itself, but putting the actual magazine together is also a full-time gig.
Okay. Yes, I have no doubt that it is. So what made you decide that we need another magazine?
Well, there hasn't been anything in print in a long time, and I kind of wanted to distinguish, there's a lot out there for locals, and we all know where to go, generally speaking, when you're local. And Yaaz Queen is kind of a guy who aimed at connecting queer and queer allied people to the scene that may not know about it. Mm-hmm. And our primary market is definitely tourists or people considering moving to New Orleans, or people visiting that want to find a safe place or a queer ally friendly place that they can go and have fun. And we wanted to also kind of bring together the community and rally behind a banner of something that we could all, agree with. And Yaaz is that new magazine. It's different from what else is out there too.
Right. Now, how has the response been so far?
Really warm, and people have been sharing, and I've gotten almost 100% positive feedback on the magazine. It was a little bit of a rough start, and I think we're going to grow with time, but I like how the community has responded to it. It seems like there was a void that needed to be filled, and we're happy to take on that challenge. I say we because it's not just me, but a group of correspondents working together, including yourself, contributing a column, which we love.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So Jeffrey, I'll notice that in the magazine that for those of you who do not know, Jeffrey is a realtor, and he is with Shell Nuts, and as I like to call the nuts, the firm of the nuts. And anyway, y'all are advertising there, and y'all have like a page, and so tell me about the process of what it was really simple.
TJ approached us and said he wants to, feature a little real estate, and obviously work on some advertising of the properties he's got. We were excited to jump in.
Yeah.
TJ can tell you what he's got in plan for us, but we're really excited.
Well, we wanted to do a regular featured real estate segment, and we were using Shonut and Jeff because he's someone that I know to kind of showcase that for potential people wanting to invest and put in their own ads, and we want to grow that and expand that section to feature not only individual real estate agents, but feature listings that we think are special. And it's something.
That's obviously how you make a magazine work. I'm sure you have a passion to do it.
Yeah.
But you got to make money doing it.
Well, and that's my partner's is the mindset. I'm the passion.
Right.
Hey, we need to. There's always a sale somewhere.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, people watching out there, you're going to have your content coming out, and you're going to have the magazine.
Absolutely.
Eventually, how often are you going to put something out in print?
We're looking to do it twice monthly, so every 2 weeks, every 2 weeks. Is that bi-weekly? Yes.
Yeah.
We're going to do that starting in July. We only did one issue for June because we got a late start.
Right.
And we wanted to make sure that we got our sea legs before we started pumping out regular issues. But the formula for how we do things is coming together, and there's about 15 of us or so working on it. And we're all people with former service industry work and queer and queer ally, we're a pretty diverse group.
And obviously,
a website and a companion app.
I was going to ask if there was going to be an app.
With the companion app will actually feature a customized map that will bring you to the events listed. And we're looking to showcase all events, Black Pride had a series of things, and we're the first official sponsor of Black Pride, Yaaz is, and we are pushing for more sponsors for them. And so if that's something you're interested in, definitely check them out. They're easy to find on Facebook, just Black Pride NOLA. We want to expand the voices of color and lesbians and kind of take something more than the general circuit party scene and unify a larger LGBT plus community is the goal.
Yeah, well that's what it takes to really be successful, because what I always say, if you are not successful in your venture and I'm not successful, then we're all somehow, we lose somehow. And to me, if I can do what I can to help you become a success and other people, then it all works out together. And that's what it takes. And I know how hard that you and other people of your staff are working. You have some wonderful contributors. You have Frank Perez.
Yeah,
I noticed that
very
he's
accomplished writer.
Right, a writer of several books, and Frank, as you know, is a friend of ours and a great person. And you also have Will Antill that's writing a food review
he's doing a local restaurant review, and
I'm excited that he does.
We picked him for that role because every time I see Will, he says, "Hey, let me tell you about this place I've been eating."
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
He's believable because that's the spiel that he gives everybody. So he was the perfect fit for it.
Yeah, that's excellent.
And Frank Perez is actually doing 2 pieces. One of them is a fictional piece called Hustler Court, and the other one is a historical piece that will feature in every edition. So
That's cool. And then you also have, why did I just go blank? Hold up. Thank you. No, but seriously, the magazine. If you haven't looked at it yet, you can go on Yaaz. That's, for those of you who do not know, that's YAAZ, Queen Zine, like the sign says. Go on there, and Jeffrey's going to be putting in there. And
.com?
.com, right?
Actually, it's just
YaazQueen.com.
YAAZ. The website is currently under construction, and you'll see that with our logo because we're building out all the features.
But bookmark it now.
Yes, but there is a link to get on the mailing list
Okay.
at YaazQueen.com so that you can receive the magazine directly.
1A is WAZQ Queen Zine.com.
Two A's, one Z.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you get a nail salon in South Africa.
That's where that appointment I made was. Okay, all right. So that's amazing. So I just think it's really great. So if you take time to read it and really appreciate the hard work and art that's went into it, it's really colorful. It's really informative. It's professionally done, and you can tell that it has a lot of heart into it, which makes a difference.
You know, the thing I'm excited about, obviously I'm old, but I embrace technology, I really do.
You have a
I
phone.
do a lot. I love my technology, of course. But when I go visit somewhere, there's all kinds of websites and apps about what I'm visiting. But the first thing I look for when I get to a bar or I get to a store, gay store, something like that, I want something I can grab a hold of.
Yeah,
I
that
can
you
see
can,
what's going
while
on.
you're sitting there talking.
And that might be old school, I get it, but I think it's important. I think there's definitely still a place for that.
Well,
So I applaud you.
there is going to be a twice yearly printed edition for Decadence and Mardi Gras, full glossy page, cover magazine.
But that's something they can leave at the outlets all the time.
Oh yeah, we're partnering right now with hotels and
There you go.
concierge commission to get them to all of the hot tourist spots because that, like I said, is our primary goal is to reach those people that, like you, when they're traveling and need somewhere safe that they know they can go and they can find directions to. We're also putting out a companion map with our QR code that links people back to the website that we're going to try to put all over the earth.
I think that's great. I mean, you can't get better than that. And I just really admire, like I said, you for what you're doing and the hard work that you're put in. So
We
what?
also have pins coming from Rocket.
Oh, you do?
I
Oh,
have it in the mail or I have it
do
on.
you have a let's talk about it?
Not yet, but I'll have it.
There you go.
Heck yeah.
Right, no problem. So everybody that comes on the show gets a let's talk about it pin made by Rocket from Area 51 Gallery. That's a plug, right?
Absolutely.
Right, okay. So the next issue, the June issue is out now for Pride, right? And then the next issue should be out around what?
July 1st.
Okay.
All God willing, I can get all of our columnists to submit their stuff into editing before the deadline.
I'll make a note of that. Right? Oh yeah, because I have to like get back on the schedule of deadlines, and it's hard. And I was like, hey, TJ, I have a lot on me, and I'm wondering if I could like maybe start next month. And TJ just like straight up told me,
No.
yes, it's not acceptable. I need to call him. And I was like,
There you
no one
have it.
ever talks to me like. I was like, oh, I was like, okay. And I just turned it out, in an hour,
Set
He
the
didn't
tone
like
right
it. And I
there.
was like, I sit back, I was like, what? And it kind of impressed me. He was like, no, sorry, it's not acceptable. You have to have your column in.
Chief editor position is a rarely loved person.
I tried. It didn't work. So, yeah. So who else is writing? And I know that there's more that you have.
So we have Aaron, to be honest, is
Mhm.
going to be doing a segment called How to Drag, a guide to being fabulous, which we're going to include regular segments on. And we have, let's see, we've got you doing a queer culture piece. Frank Perez does his couple of pieces. I know I'm missing.
Ricky Red is
Ricky
doing
Red is
fashion.
doing a fashion column.
Yeah.
And she's going to be creating a fashion gala that will be launching in October.
That is so cool.
And hosted by Yaaz. We're still looking for venues. If you think you'd be a good venue for a fashion gala with a red carpet style setting. And in the second July issue, Ricky Red is doing fashion secrets and runway secrets.
She's gonna be the Miranda Priestley of Yaaz Queen
That's
magazine.
But she's gonna focus too
Okay,
on New Orleans fashion and New Orleans creators.
That's
So,
cool. Yeah, I like that. And I mean, you can also advertise your business. You know, get in touch with TJ, and he can help you if you like. I don't know how to make an ad up for my business. You know, I don't have anything professionally done. Well, you're just in luck because he is talented and has other talented people on staff that can help you create your own ad, right?
we do.
Or you do
We
now.
have a whole graphic art department committed to making your ad just the way you like it. And in addition to that, we also do, we cater to businesses that need help in other departments, and marketing is a lot of the work that we do right now. Like for instance, I just made a training video for the employees of Wake and Bacon. And they have 3 stores here, and the owner has just recently taken it on by himself, and he's also the chef everywhere. So he's very busy and needed the help, but he's definitely worthy of the shout out.
Oh, so be sure to go to one of the local locations, one of the 3 local locations of Wake and Bacon. How was that?
Perfect.
So, you have any other points on your list that you would like to talk about? Or we cover everything pretty
Just
good?
we are doing promotional rates right now that are extremely low. We're the cheapest advertisers in town, so do get in touch with us if you want to get in the next couple of issues. And the other thing is we have a couple of books coming out because we are technically a publishing company. And more about that, I'm button-lipped at the moment, but more about that in the next issue. So stay tuned.
Yeah, stay tuned, and you'll have to come back and see us and give us some updates and help promote the magazine. And we appreciate all that you're doing, and thank you. I know you're busy for coming and joining us here tonight.
Oh, I was editing while we're doing it. That's how it works.
Hey, I
Perfect.
understand, we multitask here too.
Thank
So,
you.
thank you so much, TJ, appreciate it. Everybody, be sure and check out Yaaz Queen, Noah Zine, and I know that without a doubt, you will be impressed.
I think
and
that's gonna be on the lips of people.
I think so too. It's gonna be on the lips of people far and wide. Thank you, TJ, appreciate you. So how about that?
Fun, exciting times. Love to see it.
Yeah, I mean, it's great. Have you seen it yet?
No.
Oh,
What?
I don't know, I wrote a
What are
column
you talking about? What was your column about?
about pride.
Oh.
About pride and how that we should embrace all of the aspects of our community and maybe do something a little different like you normally wouldn't do, but you would want to go and experience
See, I'm looking at it right now.
Oh, boom, there you go.
They had that big
And
eye.
I had a column, he didn't read it, but he's gonna
I'm
rectify
gonna look at it.
And I even
I'm gonna read it right now. There we go.
So anyway, I'm excited about our guest. She is not a stranger, let's talk about it, is she?
No.
She's been on the
No,
show,
heck no.
I'm thinking at least 4.
Yeah.
She's probably one of our most frequent,
I always wave at her up on that big billboard there in the corner of
yeah.
Broad and
Yeah.
Orleans.
Well,
Oh,
yeah.
I know her.
Yeah, hey, Leilani. Yeah, I did the same too. I might wave at it and talk to it, yeah. But now we get to talk to her in person, and she's got Chucks on, so what more do you want? And, right?
Near and dear to your heart right there, for instance.
Shucks is the only way to go. So everybody, let's give it up. She is the author, like we said, and we're going to talk about her new, she has a children's book, and it is called Inner Peace, a self-esteem coloring book. Isn't that pretty cool? So come on up here, Leilani, and tell us all about this new business. We'll talk about all your books. So how you been doing? Since the last time we've seen you?
Very good, which was probably like last week, because I'm always here.
Right. I think the last time, if I'm not mistaken, that we saw each other was the PFAC scholarship, is that right?
Yes.
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 It was wonderful.
Oh, great,
That was fantastic.
great. So, tell us about, we're going to, since we're at Longue and they're doing Family Equality Day, gonna be for the children and different, and so let's talk about Inner Peace. And I like the way that you kind of segued about the show, about your road rage.
Yeah, that's one of the things that I think we can see that's happening in the communities. We have so much gun violence and, you know, violence in general. And I think a lot of people keep jumping on mental health, which we do have a huge mental health issue, but there's a spectrum of that. And I think that spectrum a lot of times comes with having the ability to have emotional self-control, and kids don't learn that often as little kids. And that's basically the premise behind the book, to teach kids how to have centering skills. The same thing I teach my clients in the studio so that they can reach any goal. It's just, it's a skill that can be taught at an early age so you can reach any goal. And this one just happens to be for children because I want to affect them younger than later on in life, so we're not blowing each other up and shooting up schools and things like that. So that was the premise behind that.
Now, that is very timely, and like you said, I mean, with all the school shootings and how that, I mean, I don't know, but I remember when I was growing up that you settled an argument, let's meet after school, and you know,
You might have a fist fight.
you might, you know, then you get up and be best friends, and it all worked out, and now it's like you can't
You
even.
can't be friends with somebody who's dead.
Right, you can't even like,
Yeah.
turn your blinker on or something,
Yeah.
and people with, you know, just really out of pocket and stuff. But let's talk about, so the inner piece, they can get this, and Jeffrey is gonna put it up right now on our, the comments, so you'll know where to order. It's through Amazon. Through Amazon that you can get inner peace.
Now this one's a little bit different in the sense that, unlike most books, this one is actually, I can't even think of the name of the program. This one actually comes with an actual moving movie. What I've found is that it's different than all of the other books or any other format right now. What I found is that, I don't know most parents do this, kids want you to read the same story to them over.
Yes.
You know, right? Right now you can get this one digitally, or you can get the coloring book on Amazon. If they order it directly through me, just email me. Then eventually, we're not finished it yet, so we're doing the platform, but you'll get a link for the kid. When you click on the link, it'll tell the story for them. It's in a doodly format.
Oh,
And then that way, and it's gonna be in a children's voice, so that the kid can have the story read to them by a kid their age. To relate to the story even better. So
Aw.
it's a whole brand new thing I'm
Sounds
playing
cute.
around with, and that way, you know, if you have parents who work and they don't have time to read, like, quite frankly, you just get bored reading the same story to the kid over and over.
You're like, hit it.
Yes, and they can click on it and they can self-soothe, so they can
Yeah.
read themselves. So that's the purpose of that. But we're still playing with that process, but
When was that, like 30 years ago?
yeah, remember Latchkey Kids? That would have been great.
That would have been so soothing and
perfect.
so yeah. This is great, and then you also have weight loss. This is called Weight Loss and Warp Speed. We also have this book, and you can get this on Amazon also, or
With all of these on
on
Amazon. The
Amazon.
one you open up is only digitally in digital format, so
Okay.
that's why we don't have an actual book
Right.
on that one. My most popular book is actually 10 Steps to Financial Freedom, and I didn't even have it up here.
I was like, that's the
Yeah.
one I damn need.
I don't even have that one up
Is
here.
the financial freedom one.
And
Then what about you?
No.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Leilani.
you can look it up. You can look it up digitally. The premise is, in my opinion, is that anything that is your story, whatever your story is in life, whatever you kind of like you do the ghost stories, or he's doing the magazine, whatever you're passionate about.
Right.
If you can find a way to deliver that to the public and also teach and give back, and that's basically what that book is about, the 10 Steps to Financial Freedom. It's really about passive income. But it's my story on how I got to that point. And then everything else, one is I run a fitness company, so there's a fitness related side. And then obviously my girlfriend is a lesbian.
Right.
Not a secret.
Right.
So, and that one is, that was supposed to be a comical book for me, because I find humor in pretty much everything. But what I've learned is that because we have kids, just because I find something funny, they have to go to school and deal with people like the Florida government and things like that, like what you just read a little bit earlier, and all the problems that are coming up. So that one really is for people who tend to not understand the community and who ask the most ridiculous questions that you know, on a weekly basis, and may not realize that they're offensive, but you know, this is a way to kind of bridge the gap, so that instead of fighting about it and getting upset about every single thing that offends you, maybe if you can educate a little bit and what is But 10% of the proceeds of that book goes to teen suicide.
Okay.
Because a large percentage of our LGBT community commit suicide because of the way we're treated in society. So that was also the purpose of that book, to give back. That's the purpose now.
And now we have this one.
That's my very first.
Smothering the Soul.
My very
Weight loss made simple.
That's the mind body spirit connection of weight loss. That's what my company specializes in.
Oh, look at you.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's wow. That was a baby. Yeah.
You had to buy the book to see the
To
picture.
see the back, yeah.
That's
Or go online, yeah.
Right.
But that one is actually segues into the inner peace story, because inner peace obviously means inner peace. Finding your inner peace, and our kids can never pronounce anything properly or as of 5 years old. And a nephew of mine would always say, would call peace, and that's where the name comes from, because he couldn't say peace, and he didn't realize what we meant by peace. And that's the story. Yeah.
That's really
Teaching
cool.
him how to center himself and how to calm down before he gets upset, when he gets upset, and those kind of things. So later on, he can deal with not shooting people.
Well, I know several adults that need to read this.
Yeah, I didn't want to say that, but
I will.
Why not?
We're learning it too from you watch the adults, and the kids are learning the reactions from the parents just by visually seeing them. So
Right.
that way, at least if we could start a little bit earlier, maybe the kids can show the parents how to center themselves. And
Right.
you're hilarious with it.
Well, I want everybody to see. And yeah, because I mean, I meditate. I need to meditate more. But it really is something that you can do as a family, like trying to center yourself.
And you have to. It actually gives you, the busier you are, the more time you have when you slow down and meditate. And it's an oxymoron, because most of the time I get from clients in general, because that's one of the things, if I take you on as a client, meditation is a part of the workout. And clearing the clutter and all those things that we
She
talked
had me
about.
to a workout. I was like,
I'm
yes,
gonna-
some meditation.
I'm gonna get back
into
to
it. And you like work, I was like, oh.
But a lot of times what they'll tell me is that they don't have enough time to sit, to slow
Right.
down. And the oxymoron is that if you slow down, you actually have, it actually helps you speed up, which is a weird, thing to think about, but that's actually how it works. But just getting someone to slow down to get you to have more time is not an easy task.
And you are correct. So be sure to go on Amazon and you can look up what you can type your name in,
Type
probably
Leilani
and all the lists, or you can reach out to Leilani on Facebook, and I'm sure that she will point you in the right direction.
I got a question for you.
Sure.
I'm from New Orleans, I'm cheering.
Cheers to that.
Yeah, everything. Yeah.
You had a great run towards mayor.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Very proud.
Thank you.
Future political aspirations.
Good one.
I've been, recently, the phones are actually flooding. I guess it's that time where you set up. And I'm always frank. If you ask me a question, I'm going to tell you what I'm thinking.
Yes.
One of the things that I've been saying this time more than last time is if you are serious and you want change, you're going to have to reach into your pockets. It's not cheap. And my biggest obstacle is the media. And not all media is bad, we're obviously sitting here doing something with media, right? But the media controls the narrative, and the money goes to the media, so everybody knows how the story works. The only way to circumvent that is financially. And so we have so many people that are passionate about the city, but if you don't reach into your pockets, if we don't have enough funding, I can't get around that. So if I don't have enough support financially, then my answer will be a definite no.
But the door's not closed.
The door's not closed. I had considered running for lieutenant governor if Billy would step up and run for mayor, not governor, which I think he probably will.
Absolutely.
That's right in my wheelhouse for the city. I've been born and raised my whole life in the city, and I love the city. I feel like that's a bipartisan, nonpartisan, position, and I'm independent. So that would be something that I would aspire to. But I really want change in the city first. I want, even if it's not for me,
Man, watching those stories from this weekend.
It was terrible.
Did you see?
Just
Did you see?
On the hobby,
Jumping
jumping and kicking
cars
the car.
and-
Oh Oh my
And
God.
there's so many intricacies of, you get mad at the police department, why didn't they do this? And if you can imagine if they had gotten into their cars,
Oh.
There was just
done it,
one there.
yeah, I mean, it's like that would have been a riot,
Yeah.
you see these things that you want changed, but unfortunately, that's not just arresting people is great. I'm all about accountability. That's what my entire business is based on. But with that accountability, that will be short term. If we lock everybody up, we still have a problem with our youth. And you see, you can turn on television, and that is the reason for the book. It's all connected. That's the reason for the inner peace book, because I'm always thinking about ways to give back, even if I can't do it on a larger scale. If I can affect one person, if there's a domino effect, some kids' life you would save. So if we would all wake up and stand up and do something, even if it's just a little tiny thing, other than just complaining on Facebook, that's great, but you have to, make an impact. You have to do something, even if it's a small thing. So I hope I answered your question.
You did.
That's
You
great.
absolutely did.
That makes sense.
I just want to hear that the foot was in the door, I guess.
Yeah.
As long as I love this city, the foot's in the door.
Good.
And
Good.
I love the people of the city.
Oh, yes. And you heard it here first.
Yes.
Yeah, I always love it when I get an exclusive, or the first, or whatever.
Yeah, I had mentioned that Lieutenant Governor to you.
Yeah.
So thank you.
I want your soul. How about that?
Do you remember when we first started, about the kids to a taping?
Mm-hmm.
You remember the room we were in to now?
Yeah.
It's like, watching the show progress.
Yeah.
It's like, it's
George and Wendy.
Yeah.
Moving on up. Yeah. I really appreciate that because, we love what we do. I know that Jeffrey loves doing the show too, and we try to bring, everyone here that's positive and uplifting and try to be informational and appreciate you for always being here.
You were fantastic for our community.
Oh, we appreciate it. Thank you.
You too.
Thank you.
You too.
Everybody, Leilani Heno.
Thank you,
Let me
Leilani.
tell you, you have not heard the last
Watch
of
that
Leilani.
name. Watch that name.
So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Thank
you.
you.
So this is, I'm going to keep saying it because it is, and I'm just overwhelmed with goodness about the show. And let me tell you, here is the Golden Girls trivia question of the night.
I'm like leafing through
Yeah,
Yaaz magazine. Isn't that cool?
It is great. It is great. So if you would like to win the Bourbon Prize.
This is kind of a good one. You said don't Google, I had to Google. Because I got a lot of basic stuff.
Yeah.
Of course, as a
Did
Golden
you
Girls.
have one that you wanted to
Yeah.
ask and see if I can answer it.
All right, let's see if you can answer
Yes.
first.
Okay.
Did you know
Yes.
from the Golden Girls
Yes.
there was a spin-off?
Yes.
Did you? You know the name of it?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Anybody here know what it is?
There was
No.
2 spin-offs
You don't
from the
count.
Golden Girls.
There was 2.
Yes. Would you like to say
They
it?
want to answer it in the. We're gonna have them answer.
Yeah, there's 2 spin-offs actually from the Golden Girls.
I
And we'll let
did
Catherine tell us the
I
answer
did
to
not
this one.
know that.
There is. You can quote me.
Okay. So do we want an answer in the chat?
Yeah, answer in the chat, and then from that, we're gonna, the winner will be chosen. by
First one to
Price
answer correctly, you
Waterhouse.
win.
Without Googling, I know you. Be sure to go to Bourbon Pride and pick up your glitter, your Electra cosmetic glitter, Pride glitter of all colors of the rainbow.
Yeah. What? Go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah. All the different
Yeah.
flags identified. Yeah.
Got the
Really
glitters.
good.
It's from Bourbon Pride.
And that's exclusive for them. They make that just for them.
Right, and then also we have some pieces of art here
Yes.
from Joe. And what we're gonna do is we'll have Ryan to come and show the works of art that he has real quick, and then we're going after that. Then we'll pick a winner of.
So answer that question. Be the first one to name.
Yes.
I guess one. I
Is
thought there was
anyone out
one,
there?
but one of the 2 spin-offs from the Golden Girls. Answer that, and you win the bag of swag.
The bag of swag from Bourbon Pride. All right, Ryan.
So it
It's
is
beautiful.
Pride Month, and
Yes.
Ryan's been busy at Junk to Funk.
Right, and he is our own panel light. Show it. Look, he's even got an alien.
Yeah, isn't that cool? That's a
Yes.
cool one. The alien one, this one right here, a little love one.
Yes, and the love. Now, if you're interested in these pieces, you can contact me or Jeffrey or Ryan.
Grab the hood out there.
Yeah, the
real quick.
hoodie,
Let's see
yeah.
that.
And he can make you something custom, or you can buy one of these
Buy one of
pieces.
these?
Yeah. Isn't that cute there?
Ryan is also going to be out and about for Gay Pride.
Yes.
Yep, probably Saturday and Sunday in the 900 block of Bourbon. So if you see him set up at the table, stop by and see his pieces.
Right, and be sure to let him.
Those are, he does that all by hand.
Yeah.
He sits down with a saw.
He
I mean, those are hours
Yeah.
and hours of work. It's no automated, cranking. Here's another cute one.
Here's one, beware of Cajun. Woo. Yeah.
Those are all, they're completely handmade.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing.
So do we have anybody that has?
Nobody's answering.
Are y'all even there?
Hello,
Wait.
Agent.
Maybe.
Refresh.
Right, we're refreshing. I thought y'all would learn how. My golden girl was letting us on. I thought y'all.
Can you tell me which one of the three was the youngest?
I sure can.
Can you?
Like in real life?
Yep.
I can tell you anything you want to know about the golden girl.
You're really that? Are you a gay man?
I've been accused of being one, yes.
Wait, no, all that.
Especially when I have all my
Golden girl.
pins and stuff on. Yeah, I've been referred to as that. Oh, the golden girls. Yes, the youngest one actually was Estelle Getty, who played Sophia. That
No.
she was the youngest one.
No,
Okay.
not according to my sources.
Okay. What is your sources?
My sources say the youngest golden girl was Ruby Dell.
Ask the question again. You just got some more viewers.
Oh, we got a live one? Okay. The question for the Bag of Swag, be entered into Bag of Swag, is what is one of the two spin-offs from Golden Girls? Name that show. Name that show.
Sorry.
Sorry, but I'm gonna
Oh,
research.
wait. I'm gonna run
I'm
my
talking
own.
about the actual show, not
I'm
the
gonna
actual-
run my own polls and see what.
Yeah, what's up with that? Okay, we got anybody?
Is that one of them?
No, Betty White did star in Hot in Cleveland, but it's not a spinoff of the Golden Girls. Thank you, Gwen Torres. Grammy
Thank you for trying,
nominated
Gwen.
Torres.
Try
let me
again.
tell you. You can try again, Gwen. We need a winner. Look,
No.
here we go.
Yep. No. We're just getting all kinds of hearts.
Well, if nobody answers, I will be glad to reveal the answer, and I'll take home the bag. No, we'll glean it from a winner from our viewers.
Jimmy just answered.
Jimmy,
But that's not right.
what did you say, Jimmy?
Well, I was answering Tim.
Oh, hey Kim, how you doing?
Now
Now I sent Kim a picture of a stocking, a Christmas stocking last night that actually holds a whole bottle of wine. Like
No, Jimmy, it wasn't mine.
no, Jimmy, close. Mine was before.
That was
Golden
that's
Girls.
was that a spinoff of All in the Family?
Yes,
Wasn't it?
yes, God was.
Funny, growing up as a kid, my folks had no problem with me watching All in the Family. I was forbidden to watch Maude.
I couldn't watch Maud either.
Not allowed to watch Maude.
One of the shows I couldn't watch. Maud was one of them. Of course, we didn't have a TV. It was real easy because we didn't have a TV because I would burn and die and go to hell.
Right.
But when I was at my grandpa's, I couldn't watch one of the shows with Maud. Okay, so evidently we have Golden Girl haters here in our audience and don't care about anything. So the answers to the question is the two spin-offs of Golden Girls is one, Golden Palace.
Golden Palace. I never
Right.
saw an episode. I got
Number
to look it
two,
up.
Empty Nest.
Oh yeah, forgot about that one.
And the show Nurses was spin-off from Empty Nest.
Really?
Bonus for you.
Whoa.
Hey.
Mic drop.
For someone who didn't have a TV growing up,
You got caught up?
That's right, I got caught up in the wheel. So, let's get, we're gonna have Paul Slaughterhouse to pick our
Hey,
winner and then.
Gwen made a gallon effort. Yeah.
Who? Gwen?
Well, not Jeffrey Palmquist.
Gwen Torres?
Yeah.
Gwen can win.
Gwen,
Today
right
is,
there.
oh, okay.
There she is.
Yeah, Gwen Torres, great friend, great person. She is the winner of the Bag of Swag from Bourbon Pride. And Gwen, you will have to go before Wednesday, this coming up.
Yep.
No, not tomorrow, but the other Wednesday, but before that, and go to Bourbon Pride, and they will give you your bag. of
Ask
swag.
for Daddy Doug.
Daddy Doug, I can see Gwen walking. Where's Daddy?
can you
Where's
picture
Daddy?
Gwen walking in and saying "Daddy Doug"?
Where's Daddy Doug? I want my
Gwen,
swag.
you will. I want you to see it to record you saying Daddy Doug.
Pick up your Pride t-shirt, Layla. They got any left. I don't know. They were
right.
selling out.
So had a great show tonight.
Very good.
Enjoyed it very much. Thank you so much to Clay Turner, Longview Home and Gardens. Be sure to June the 12th, Sunday. This is the place to be. Thank you to TJ, Yaaz Queen Zine, for being here, and be sure to go and check out the issue that's out now. It's really cool. I think you'll be truly impressed. And also to Leilani Heno, author of more than one book. And if she keeps going, right, fitness, children's book, politician, what will she do next? I know, but I can't tell you now.
Yep.
So, politician, etc. Thank you so much to my wife, Catherine. She is our mason tonight, our audio and video tech. I appreciate you so much. Thank you just to everyone, everywhere. Big thank you. And you know what? It's time for us to go, right?
Bye-bye.